Yeah, how's it going today? I guess I'm having a change of plans here. It's Monday. Nice day. Breeze, a little bit of a breeze. I didn't look at temperatures, got to be near the 70s. Nice day. I thought, well, maybe I'll go back to plowing. I just went out back here, just pulled into the furrow, dropped the plows. Started spinning. I could see water sitting in the furrow up through the field, so I figured, yeah, maybe if I bulled that one through, get the ground open up, it'll be dry, the next pass is over. But I said, it just ain't worth it. The more you tear it up now, trying to plow it when it's wet and it comes up them big clumps, it's that much more you have to work it with discs or drags or something afterward. So it's better off to wait a day or two, which we're not going to get, but wait a couple days and let it dry out more. Maybe it'll plow up a little bit better, but I'm just not going to make a mess out of it right now, because who knows what's going to happen. They've lied. Saturday we got a light shower in the afternoon, or not Saturday, yeah, Saturday, because I plowed Friday, and then it was nice in the morning, but just enough to make everything greasy again, wet things down in the afternoon. And then yesterday they had rain in the forecast and we didn't get nothing. I think we got, I take that back, we might have got something very early. But like I say, the rains we've got probably hasn't amounted to 2/10 of an inch. Stuttering here. And I think we got a little bit of a passing shower this morning. But like I say, it's just enough to keep everything greasy and mucky. But they still got rain for tomorrow and Wednesday or so. There's 2 days later this week supposed to be good, so maybe we'll go. If I can't go back here, maybe I'll head down to my cousin's and start plowing that. I think that one field down there would probably plow. But if I go down there, I want to plow everything and then come back. I don't want to go down there, plow one field, then come back and plow a field here, then go back down there and plow the other field. One field, that's what I should be working on. I should get the sprayer out. Got one field down there, I might just go down there and spray and just try no-tilling some corn and see what I get. Everybody else seems to be able to do it, so I don't know why I can't. But in the meantime here, I'm going to chop some bedding. Don't really need it all that bad here, since the cows are going outside. And they are spending most of the night out. They don't seem to want to come in. So, but I got them other heifers on bedding here yet. So I'm going to chop 3 or 4 bales. I just got to move this thing. This thing was screwing me up here. I don't understand it. The other day I couldn't keep it running. Now today it ran just fine. I had it run here a little bit. I'm still, when I come back from what I was doing the other day, I went to open up these gates so I can bring it back here and keep it under cover. And it stalled out on me. No big deal. Got it started, pulled up, and wanted to stall again. It kept wanting to stall, didn't want to run. So I monkeyed it with it here the other day, and I changed the plug. Usually if it's a problem, I change the plug and things straighten out, but it still ran the same way. And pulled the air cleaner. Now that's what's funny. Pulled the top off the air cleaner, started, and it ran just fine. It would run, no problem. Put the cap back on and runs and wants to stall out. So I'm thinking, air filter don't look bad. All this thing has in it is a foam filter. It doesn't even have a cartridge paper filter or anything. It's just a foam type filter. But I got some air filter oil from a K&N air filter kit that I had. And when I gotta go get it. And I'm going to clean that air filter and re-oil it with that. But I was also playing around today. There's this plug here underneath the seat. Look at some YouTube videos. And on this plug here, there's one, you want the side. It's probably going to be one, if you have this clip on top, it's going to be this right side. Because this side has 1 wire, this side has 2 wires. And if you stick a wire between them two, turn your key on, it should come up here on the display, AC, and it'll cycle through error codes. And I had to, in the video I watched what the guy had and what I ended up using, because you need a small wire. Stuck it in here so I'd have it again. Oh, come on. Basically need a bread tie. A wire that much bigger than that ain't going in there. But that worked. You get it just right. I had to do it 2 or 3 times to make sure it got connection in there. And it come up AC, that's supposed to be error code, I guess, but it was AC 13. And that is air pressure switch, something with the air pressure. So now that got me thinking it's one of 2 things. Either that air filter is plugged up and not getting enough air, or the other thing, and I'm not sure just which one it is, I think it's this one right here, air pressure, or they call it the MAP sensor, and it could be that. So I got, like I said, I'm going to clean the air filter first. But like I said, I started ran it here so far today. I mean, it probably ran for 10 minutes, no problem. The other day I couldn't get it to run for 20 seconds. Or it could be the same problem I had here before, because I'll have to check this again. About 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I had problems with this thing wouldn't run. I'd have to set the idle speed up like over 2,000 RPMs to keep it running. Every time it would run fine as long as you're driving. As soon as you come to a stop, it would stall. And here, this collar that connects the throttle body to the block had a crack in it. So I changed that and ran fine ever since. So that might be cracked again. I guess it's fairly common, because when I was looking at troubleshooting this and stuff, a lot of them videos popped up about that too. And all you need, what I got on there is heavier than what came on there. It's just a 2-inch radiator hose is all you really need. Just cut an inch, 2-inch, whatever that is there, and clamp it on. But like I say, either that clamp might be loose or might have that cracked again. I don't know. So that's planned for another day. Like I say, as soon as I get that air filter oil, so I can check that and clean that out. We'll see what happens from that. Because I got a place I want to go check and cut some limbs out of the field. I know there's going to be limbs there. And this is the phone book lawyer's ground that I work, and he has, I mean, I get in that back field again, it's like my cousins. I'm over a half mile off the road, and I'm over a mile from home, so I don't need to be walking a mile and a half back trying to, if this thing doesn't run. So if nothing else, I'll have to throw a chainsaw on a tractor and run up and get that and check that out. But see what it does here. Like I said, so far it's been running today. So I hate these intermittent problems. But I'm going to get this moved out of the road. Oh, and that's the other thing, why I want to chop bedding today too. I gotta see if this thing's actually got a problem or not. The last time I chopped bedding, that motor seemed to be awful hot. My temperature gauge don't work. It's got antifreeze and everything in it. But I'm just wondering if I got a bad injector or something. Because also, when I started this, and I had it idling while I got stuff moved around here, when I came back to back it up here so I could chop hay, I'm assuming it's diesel fuel coming out of here. This was all wet. Something was coming out of the exhaust there. But after I ran it there, dried up, it did have a surge to it, or didn't run quite smooth while I was sitting there idling. I figured, well, it's just cold, and sometimes the pressures bleed off and you got to let it bleed itself through. And like I said, once I started chopping bedding, it ran smooth and hummed right along and everything. But when I come to shut everything down and park it, I swear this is way hotter than what it should have been. So I'm going to run it here, and if it does heat up, I'll run over. My brother's got one of them thermal or laser thermometers and see what it looks like. I mean, I wouldn't think it would have problems. Injectors are supposed to be all new. Well, not new, but rebuilt injectors when we rebuilt this motor. I don't think I got 600 hours on this, so, but who knows. But again, I'm going to run it today here, see what it gets, because I might end up having to put this on the plows. I got better tires on this, they ain't much better. The only problem I have with this one, my positive traction don't lock on this one. I think the switch is bad. I keep forgetting to check it out because I don't need it that often. So, yeah, like I said, I gotta go get the skid steer moved around here and see if I'll get some footage of the chopping. I just started here now and I had a little bit of a problem. I don't know if I'm also thinking this switch here, the kill switch, is getting bad or something. Because I did have some problems last year that all I'd have to do is wiggle that a little bit and it would run. And I played around with it the other day and sometimes it would fire and sometimes it wouldn't. But it seems to have a good snap and everything. I mean, I really hate to change that for nothing. But again, that's another suspicion right there. But again, you do the cheapest stuff first. First, I'll clean the air filter. Next, I'll check that collar. And then maybe I'll pull that throttle body off, clean that out with some spray. And there, I did find something to tell me how to check, just where you would check on it, to find out if that sensor's bad or not. And it did say something about so many volts with the key off, and then when you turn the key on, you should have so many volts. But should have lower volts when the key's on than when it's off. So whatever. But I got some things to check out on that. Did go mudding though. Isn't that another name for that? Is mud? It seems to be idling smooth. Ain't smoking. That's why I don't really think it's an injector. It has been idling as long as I had it there the other day, but there ain't nothing there now. But I did have a little bit of a miss to it. That's why I'm thinking maybe the injector is misfiring. The water pump should be good because that was changed when it was overhauled. I took it the other day and blew the radiator out and washed the screens and everything off. Because there is a lot of chaff and stuff flying around here. I wouldn't be surprised if that got plugged up. But, well, like I said, maybe it's just in my head, but like I said, it seemed to be a hell of a lot hotter than it should have been. Yeah, I'm going to fire this thing up and get blowing some more dust. not chop as much hay as I normally do. Chop these 3 bale. They're kind of my road. I could just stack them over there and be done, but get them out of my road. Probably last me a week, maybe 2 weeks even. They say that tractor shouldn't get that hot running this. It's going to take all that much power. Yeah, I don't find all the fluids are where they're supposed to be. I find it hard to believe it's already got a bad injector or something in it. It's hard telling the stuff you buy nowadays. I mean, it's not new, it's rebuilt. Stuff parts they get nowadays, you're lucky if they last. That water pump that was on that tractor probably was the original one. Well, it's going on 35 years. It was on there. This one's been on here maybe 4, 5. Forget how long ago I overhauled this. Get the next bale in there. Get this done. If the weather would stay like this for another day or 2, everything would dry out. Yeah, I got the bedding chopped there. Be good for a while. Got the tractor back in here. And I say, give this a quick over. I'm probably gonna end up putting this on the plows here at some point. Get a little better tire, more weight. It'll run. I say maybe it was just in my head there the last time that was getting over hot. Just seemed to be. I say, worst that happen, take it out there, blow it up. Probably should go get a temperature gauge so I have one that works on here. Shouldn't be that hard to stick one in somewhere, find. You know, wherever that one sticks in up there, you can just screw one in. Like I say, I'm pretty sure the gauge is shot and probably the sending unit's shot. So I don't know, it's better just trying to get a replacement for both of them and replace them on here. I'm trying to see. What the hell's going on there? Maybe that's why my thermostat doesn't work. Why isn't it connected to nothing? I guess I'm going to do some more investigating there, find out where the sending unit is. How the hell that happened? I couldn't swear the gauge worked when I got back. Maybe he just left everything unhooked. That's just a piece of garbage. It's oil pressure. Temperature might be back here. I don't know. I gotta look. For some reason, I got a water wire saying hooked to nothing. Let's see if I can pull up a wiring diagram and see what's supposed to be up there. I'll trace things back. So like I say, another project I can do. I guess that's going to be it for this one. I can save that for another one. But I guess, thanks for watching, and we'll catch up with you later.